Hey Cowboys Nation, let's go for another round of news from America's team. Watch until the end so you don't miss any news and sign up to stay tuned for everything that comes out about the Cowboys. It turns out Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy was right about wide receiver Ceedee Lamb's ankle injury. It wasn't of high concern. While Lamb was listed as limited when the team released their estimated injury report Monday, McCarthy wasn't concerned because, as he said, it's Monday. And on Tuesday, Lamb said loud and clear that he will be playing on Thanksgiving Day against the Washington Commanders. He didn't exactly say his ankle was healed, but it doesn't seem like anyone will be able to stop him from taking the field. The team is scheduled to practice Wednesday. Judging by his quote, he'll be a full participant. If he's not, then both Lamb and the Cowboys have some explaining to do. Lamb had a relatively quiet game by his standards, hauling in 6 receptions for 38 yards and a touchdown in the Cowboys' 33-10 win over the Carolina Panthers. He did so on the heels of 4 consecutive games with 117 receiving yards or more and 3 straight games with 11 catches or more. He is second in the NFL in receiving yards, 1,013, behind Tyreek Hill, who has 1,222. Lamb is the third-ranked receiver in fantasy with an average of 21.5 points per game this season. Dallas Cowboys rumors are swirling as fans push the front office to make a run at newly released star defender Darius Shaquille Leonard. The Indianapolis Colts announced the team's decision to release the 3-time Pro Bowler heading into Week 12. What happens next is slightly complicated. The Cowboys do not have full control if they wish to make a run at Leonard. The veteran will be subject to waivers where Dallas is near the bottom of the league thanks to their strong 7-3 record. Leonard's 5-year, $98.5 million contract is slated to run through 2026. Heading into the season, the veteran had a $15.7 million salary and $19.7 million dead cap hit. With less than 2 months remaining in the season, the Cowboys would only be on the hook for $6 million of this amount. A team claiming Shaquille Leonard would pick up about $6 million in remaining salary, Fox Sports' Greg Auman tweeted on November 21, 2023. If he clears waivers, Colts pay that remaining amount and he can sign where he wants. NFL Network's insider Ian Rapoport described the Leonard news as stunning. A contending team could land a new veteran defensive piece heading into the playoffs. Officially official, Rapoport said reposting the Colts release announcement. Still stunning. Cowboys rumors. Will Dallas make a run at former Pro Bowler Darius Shaquille Leonard? The case for Leonard on the Cowboys is simple with Leighton Vander Esch's career in jeopardy. Marquise Bell has been a revelation for Dallas in Vander Esch's absence. Yet, this is a position that Dallas is light on the depth chart looking towards the postseason. The case for Leonard splits into 3 simple descriptors: can, will and should. Can the Cowboys land Leonard? Dallas needs some help to make it happen. The main issue is that the Cowboys may not have an opportunity to add Leonard as a team ahead of them on waivers could put in a claim. Will the Cowboys make a run at Leonard? It remains to be seen, but Fox Sports' David Hellman believes it would be a more likely move if Leonard passes through waivers unclaimed. This would allow Dallas to set the terms on a new deal. I think this is very much a case of the current tape not matching the career resume, Hellman detailed on Twitter. Don't think the Cowboys need to make a claim on that contract. But if he clears waivers, maybe that's a different conversation. Should the Dallas Cowboys make a run at 3-time All-Pro Shaq Leonard? The final question is, should Dallas pursue Leonard? The 3-time All-Pro's play in recent years has not been up to his typical standard. Through Week 11, the veteran earned a 60.3 grade from Pro Football Focus, out of 100. This is well below his 79 score in 2021. Leonard started 9 games for Indy this season, posting 65 tackles in 2023. The veteran played in just 3 games in 2022 as Leonard battled injuries. Leonard is just 2 seasons removed from achieving a rare All-Pro and Pro Bowl year. The linebacker notched 122 tackles, 8 forced fumbles, 8 pass deflections, 4 interceptions and 3 fumble recoveries during 16 appearances in 2021. The last time the Dallas Cowboys squared off against the Washington Commanders, the former needed the win for playoff seeding implications and the latter had nothing to lose. But it was the Commanders suffocating the Cowboys at FedEx Field to the tune of a 26-6 final score. Fast forward to this week and it'll be the first matchup of the 2023 season for the two longtime rivals, but don't count on Micah Parsons using Week 18 of last season as motivation for this coming Thanksgiving. "That's last year's stuff," said the first-team All-Pro pass rusher. "This is a really good team. It's definitely true that the Commanders often play better than their record would indicate, and almost always do when they're facing the Cowboys, but they've put up a serious fight for several heavy hitters in the NFC. They lost twice to the Philadelphia Eagles but by only a combined 10 points, and they scored 31 points in each of those outings, with a chance in both contests to win late in the fourth quarter. They also lost by a field goal against the Seattle Seahawks, so Parsons says the Cowboys are getting ready for a dogfight. "You turn on the tape and they've been close to beating the Eagles. It could have gone either way," he said. "The Giants game, I don't really count that because of the amount of turnovers. The Seahawks game went down to the wire. They remind me a lot of the Chargers. They're a really good team, but the ball doesn't roll to their side sometimes. This is a team that could and should be on a positive track. It's a team we need to take very, very seriously and that's enough motivation." And, with that, Parsons and his defensive counterparts will try to take advantage of a porous offensive line that has allowed pressure on Sam Howell on nearly 40% of his dropbacks, with a league-most 51 sacks, as quarterback Dak Prescott and wideout Ceedee Lamb led an offense that tries to detonate against the Commanders' secondary. With a home win streak on the line, one that could be pushed to 13 games and help to make the looming rematch with the Philadelphia Eagles matter in the race for the NFC East crown, the Cowboys understand the assignment. It's to make sure Thanksgiving is full of good eats between the lines. Micah Parsons, Darren Bland in running for Defensive Player of the Year award. After having the quietest game of his career against the New York Giants in Week 10, Dallas Cowboys star Micah Parsons bounced back in a huge way against the Carolina Panthers on Sunday. According to PFF, Parsons had 9 pressures, 6 QB hurries, 2.5 sacks, and a 40% pass rush win rate against the Panthers. He was able to do this despite throwing up twice on the sidelines, after taking C4 energy powder before the game. His 2.5 sacks on Sunday elevated his season total to 10. Parsons became the first player in Cowboys history to record double-digit sacks in his first 3 seasons in the league. Even when he was unable to complete the sack, Parsons was flying around the field all game. He was showcasing his elite athleticism and speed, putting rookie QB Bryce Young under duress the whole game. Parsons wasn't the only one on the Dallas defense to shine on Sunday, with CB Darren Bland having another elite game. Bland recorded his 4th pick 6 of the season, tying a single-season NFL record. While Bland currently leads the league in interceptions, 6, and interceptions returned for a touchdown, 4, he has also been a shutdown corner in coverage. According to PFF, Bland is allowing just a 29.1 passer rating and has a coverage grade of 90.9, both ranking at the top among cornerbacks in the NFL. He also is allowing just 23.1 yards per game and has allowed just a single touchdown throughout the season. Bland and Parsons are both continuing to build their case for the 2023 Defensive Player of the Year award. Many analysts may see an elite edge rusher such as Parsons, Cleveland Browns' Myles Garrett, and Pittsburgh Steelers edge rusher TJ Watt as the favorite to win the highly touted award. However, Bland is having one of the better cornerback seasons in league history and has plenty of games left to boost numbers even higher. Defensive coordinator Dan Quinn and DB coach Al Harris have done a tremendous job developing and getting the best out of their stars this season. Having 2 DPOY candidates on your team is a luxury that no other team currently had in the NFL.